What's up, everybody? You're listening to Back to the Feature. Today we're going to be talking about Suicide Squad. Written and directed, or I don't know if it was written, but it was directed by James Gunn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
It's a hot day.
Oh, dude, it's a scorcher.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Yeah, let's just jump right into the movie. I honestly really enjoyed it. Just like initial thoughts, I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny, and I liked the action. So it was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. It was very, it wasn't very slow at all, any parts. I do like that James Gunn can take characters that I have no idea who they are and not make me like necessarily care about them, but I'm like, oh, they seem important, you know, compared to like the first Suicide Squad where like they took forever to like kind of say who they were and then they just killed them off. Mm-hmm. Like this one, you already knew off the bat, okay, these guys are...
Did they kill anyone off in the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Like who?
For sure.
The first guy that gets his head blown off, I don't remember. He was like an Indian. And honestly, I don't even remember the first one that much, like especially like what their whole deal was. I just know they had to get together and kill some monster. And then the Joker's in there for like 3 minutes.
An alien.
Is that what it was?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember the first one. Rewatching this one, when I watched this one, I totally forgot that main white guy.
I
forgot he was in the first one.
Yeah, him and Boomerang, I think they're only two that...
Yeah.
Oh, and Margot Robbie. Only ones that returned.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Like the opening, or Hugo, what are your initial thoughts? What did you think about the movie?
I liked it. It was really fun. It was like really like classically good action movie. Mm-hmm. But that's all I thought of it. It wasn't anything that was adding much, in my opinion at least. It wasn't adding much to like the DC universe story, if you will. But it was still fun. It was a good movie. It was easy to follow. And I know like some people have kind of been on the most critics have been saying that it's really good, but a lot of, user like audience scores and stuff have been kind of low, saying, "Oh, it was boring, nothing really happened. It was horrible, this and that." Of course, I've seen more than, the majority of everybody talking about it saying that it was good. But yeah, I've seen the people talking about that it was just not interesting, this and that. But sometimes a movie doesn't have to be complicated for you to like it. You know? So yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, that's weird that people say that because, like, to me, this movie took a unique approach, especially with the opening of the film, where we're just given this complete misdirection. Like, we see this group of, like, the movie literally just throws you right into the action, right?
Yeah.
Like, the first 5 minutes, like, there's no bullshit. It's just literally like, hey, you, come with me. This is the mission. Take it or leave it. And you see the guy go through all the steps, and we're like, oh, who's this? Is he the main character? The movie started on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, like, little do we find out, like, almost the entire squad is, like, the entire first Suicide Squad is just wiped out immediately.
Yeah, murdered.
Yeah, so I like that about the movie. I think it took a different approach, and it kind of set the tone for the rest of the movie, because there were times where I was like for me, like, I liked the Ratcatcher character, Ratcatcher 2. And, dude, I was, like, so worried she was going to get killed because I liked her. And I was like, oh, please don't die. Please don't die. Yeah. And there was, like, moments in the movie where I'm like, okay, they're going to kill her here. Like, whenever she was, like, shaking the shark's hand. Dude, that was, like, an uncomfortably long hold on that take where, you're just staring at her. I'm like, is he going to fucking, like, bite her hand right now or something? Yeah. That's what. And I feel like the movie got me to think that way because of the way it opened, with everyone just like Pete Davidson right away, boom, dead. It's like
killed.
And I thought he was I thought he was from the trailer. I was like, oh, this guy's like a main character in the movie.
You would have thought like him, Nathan Fillion, like these kind of bigger profile name actors, and nope. They weren't even in the movie. No, like not like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And that's what I liked about it. It took that, like, it just deceived you immediately, and then you're like, okay, this is the tone it's setting. Okay, and I liked it from there.
Yeah, I was just mildly disappointed with Javelin's character because I've been following that comedian. That actor. He's a comedian, Flula Borg. He's a German guy, and he's super super funny. He also does he's a DJ and he's been on Conan. He's a really funny guy. You also look up some of his stuff. And I've been following him for a long time, and I have actually did a TikTok about him. There was an audio that I don't know if y'all remember it. It goes, how does it start? It's like this guy right here. Like, I want to suck him off. I would like to fuck this guy. And I did one, but about him.
Oh.
Because he got ripped. He got really, really muscular. And again, I follow him on all the social media, so he's pushing that he's going to be in the movie. I was like, oh, dude, that's so exciting. I'm really, really like excited to see him. I'm going to support him, this and that. Yeah, he made it maybe about 6 minutes into the movie. I was like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, he got a couple lines in there, and he's got the hots for Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Maybe they might have something. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna have some good scenes. No, not at all.
He died on that beach in Normandy.
Didn't even make it off that Normandy beach.
His javelin did though, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah. His javelin was definitely more of a character than he was in.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about Harley Quinn. I really like that. Dude, the movie just also another interesting thing that it did that most movies don't do. It just deviated from the plot for like 15 minutes, and we just followed her and got to see this, like, literally, we got to see her fall in love, get engaged, and then kill her fucking fiance, who was the president of some made up Latin country.
Yeah.
I think I thought that was really cool. Like, dude, to me, like, James Gunn was doing some really interesting stuff, and it was cool that Warner Brothers or whoever like owns DC let him just like have free reign with it.
What it seemed like was that they had fun. Like, they kind of had a little bit of creative freedom with this movie and then this script, and they were just like, you know what, let's do it. Like, who cares? Like, let's have a whole segment where Harley meets this dude, he professes his love for her, and this and that, and then boom, she just murders him right then and there.
Yeah. I thought I like that whenever they have like when you get somebody who's like an auteur like James Gunn, who has this very distinct style. You have to let these guys run wild. You hired him because he makes movies a certain way. Let him make the movie his way. And so when you start getting like, because they have the reputation with Zack Snyder, you hired him because he makes movies a certain way. And then when you start interfering with that and you bring in, you fire him for whatever reason, everyone knows the whole, story behind that. Then you're going to get a shit movie, And so I think they learned their lesson, hopefully. And now, like, moving forward, they're just like, okay, if this is who we hire, this is the guy, we're sticking with them. So
I like the type of comedy they had in it too, because there's a part where John Cena and Idris Elba are like kind of like competing with each other, and they're killing people, and the whole time you're like, oh, they're like killing the bad guys, and then he comes around to where it's like, oh wait, they were actually killing the fucking, what do they call the rebel?
That was that was
and
really
like,
funny.
oh,
You saw that dude's dick real quick,
dude, and they like fucking violently
was
kill
bad.
these people. They just didn't like shoot them in the head. They were like borderline torture killing them, right?
Also, I have to say, oh, John Cena. Oh, that was great. He is a very, very attractive man.
Oh, and his tidy whities.
And those tidy whities,
he looks weird
did something
to me.
for me. He does have like
it's his hair.
An odd, because we're used to seeing him bald.
Yeah. But
or just with a buzz cut.
But but like I feel like when he has a buzz cut, like his head's like normal shape, but now that he's got like an extra like 4 inches of hair, and he already has like that rectangular, like he's got like a really elongated jaw.
Yeah.
So now his head just looks like a rectangle with his hair on it.
I think it's safe to say I was not paying attention to his hair. I was mostly looking from the neck down. He's a great muscular body, and those tidy whities did him real good. Idris Elba's also very hot, but we didn't get to see his body.
No, I think John Cena was like dude, he's such a good actor when it comes to like a comedic role. Like, dude, like when he's in his underwear, dude, that shit had me laughing. Like,
it was silly.
It was so funny. Like, he's
all
like, what are you
American.
doing in your underwear? He's spot on. His comedic timing's good. Also, I mean, it has to do with the writing. But like, Edward, did you see Fast 9?
No.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay.
I think the last Fast and Furious movie I saw was Tokyo Drift.
His acting, John Cena's in it, and his acting in that movie is fucking atrocious. Like, it's really, really bad. Like, he tries to be serious, like tries to like be a serious actor in that movie, and it's like, dude, that's not your range, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hit that. You can't hit that emotional range. You need to just be funny. Stay to because I saw him in this movie Cock Blockers. Have you seen that?
Where he's like a parent, right?
Yeah,
I
he
never
plays
saw
a
it. I
dad.
never saw him out. Yeah.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious in that movie.
Oh, yeah?
He almost makes that movie. His character's so funny.
Excuse me. And he was also in is it Trainwreck? The one with Amy Schumer? Yeah. Also another.
Yeah, he plays a gay.
Great scene for
He
him.
plays
to
like
be
a
in.
dude who's like doesn't know he's gay, but he's gay.
Like, yeah, we get a great butt shot from John Cena. If anybody out there wants to check that out, I quite remember that moment, but I don't remember what the rest of the movie's about. But I do remember that.
The timeline to pause it on for you. Do you know that?
Oh yeah, it's at minute.
He just has it saved to his phone. Actually,
It's my screen.
Well, you
It's my
can't-
screen.
You can't be a serious person, villain, bad guy, and then you come out on TV and you're like in your neon colors, like
You're a 40-year-old bloated failed
Mr. Olympia.
failed Mr. Olympia saying you can't see me when you're right in front of somebody's fucking face, waving your hand around like
Yeah.
a jackass.
But no, he was really good.
He was
in
a
this
good
movie.
character. Yeah.
And I like like I said, these characters I have no idea who they were, whatever. But
Did y'all see the end scene?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh what? No.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
You just turned the movie off after the credits?
Well, I
Well,
had to rush to the bathroom.
If you don't want to know what the end scene, just yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not even really after the credits. It's more like a few minutes into the credits. Now that I think about it.
Well, what happened? Maybe I did see it.
So Joseph, maybe you can help fill in the spots that I missed. But there's these two people who are working with the ones who control them. It's kind of like an older guy with glasses, and then there's like a woman. Anyways, they go down and they say something like, the nurse is like, "Oh, I didn't think anyone was gonna live after that explosion or that building collapsed or whatever." And I thought it was gonna be the one that had the stake in his heart, dude. But it turns out that it was John Cena. It was John Cena still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah. He's probably gonna get his own show or movie, or he's gonna be in a movie or something. Yeah, he's still alive. John Cena's not dead. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It was so cute when what's the shark's name? Anyway.
Oh, I don't know.
Dano, whatever. Yeah, when he made the
Sliced
little
alone.
monito of,
Doesn't look like me at
of
all.
John Cena. What was his name?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. He's like Peacemaker. Yeah, that was really cute.
He got all pissed off.
Yeah. He's like, that's very nice. Doesn't look anything like me.
Sliced alone.
Yeah, he was a good character too.
And also the little mouse of a rat catcher's mouse. It's pretty good because he. So I guess James Gunn. He's pretty good at making. I guess you say like characters who don't really like talk, kind of like Groot. Have like they give you some kind of emotion and stuff because you see that little rat and he's all like John Cena's like, hey, get a shot for the rat too.
Yeah, it was funny.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Because in Guardians of the Galaxy, I mean, he has the what is his name? The
raccoon.
Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon.
But obviously, that's that he's a character because he
Cooter,
talks.
what's
and
his
stuff.
name?
Rocket Raccoon, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like Cooter? I fucking forgot it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting, Edward. That's a good like thing to point out. Like, I guess James Gunn has a thing for like animals that don't talk.
Yeah, that, or like a tree.
Because even the shark was like kind of like a Groot type character. You know, he could talk, but he barely, and he was like a fucking moron. He was just like really strong.
Yeah, he was. People were saying that he was supposed to be like the Hulk or whatever, which I could kind of understand. But
yeah, dude, I felt bad for him, man. Like I legitimately got sad when he fell out of that tower, and then they were just shooting. They were just like shooting him.
I know. I was like, no, don't kill him.
I was like, is he gonna die? Like I think that's the one thing about this movie that it just like legitimately made me care about these characters. Like,
sure,
I don't know. I just liked them. You know, they were all likable and like they're all bad guys, right? They're supposed to be bad guys in the comics or whatever. Yeah. But like, I don't know. There's something about him. Like you said, Idris Elba. Like, dude, he's just like a badass. You know, he's like the cool character.
And it's interesting that you feel that way because realistically, we didn't get to learn a whole lot about these characters. Like some of them, yes. Like, you know, we learned a bit about Bloodshot, or just at least like kind of why he's being involved. But other than knowing what their specialties are, we didn't really learn about these characters, because other than Harley Quinn, who obviously she's had her own movie, you know, we know about her.
I'd say Ratcatcher too got definitely more of the backstory than everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, we got to see kind of why she is the way she is.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't really learn a whole lot about everybody else, and you still kind of, you were rooting for them. You felt a connection to them, and I concur. I felt that way too.
Did you ever see Birds of Prey?
Yeah, I actually just watched it today, or finished it today.
I never saw that one. I was just gonna ask, is there something that happens in that movie? So like in Suicide Squad, she's killing those soldiers or whatever you want to call them, and there's like flowers and stuff coming out. Is that something that comes off from Birds of Prey? I don't know. I was just like, I didn't understand. I was like, is that supposed to be some kind of adrenaline rush?
It's just, I don't know.
I think it's like comic. It's like comic book style.
Yeah.
You know, like bam, pow.
I just thought maybe they pulled it from that movie.
No, it was just kind of like, I think, a stylistic thing, like Google was saying.
Yeah. You haven't seen Birds of Prey?
No.
Oh, it's pretty good.
It's okay.
I
thought it was fun.
I heard it was good. It just, I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah. But
don't hate it, don't love it.
Suicide Squad 2. It was
The Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad.
They added
whatever. Yeah. No, it was fun, and I think again it wasn't overly complicated for superhero movie or comic book movie. Yeah. You know, it was easy to follow. Like that's kind of my critique about the Marvel universe at this point, is that if you haven't been following a lot of it, it's kind of hard to get. You know, like I'll admit I haven't seen many of the Captain America movies, so like Falcon and Winter Soldier just didn't appeal to me at all.
Really?
You know, and I've heard it was good, but I just Whereas I have seen all the Thor movies and obviously all the Avenger movies and stuff like that. So Loki, definitely I could understand, and I saw WandaVision, so understanding the whole multiverse kind of thing. Doctor Strange, I've seen those, so that made sense. This one, I didn't think like you needed to see any of the other DC movies to get it.
Right. Well, that's like, honestly, and that's the biggest like issue with DC too, is that they don't have that like interconnected storyline between all their superheroes. And, you know, like with Marvel, like, dude, obviously they do that on purpose. Marvel had a really like elaborate plan laid out for their movies, and they did that intentionally too, because I recently when I got back into it, I went back and like watched all the fucking Avenger movies. I was like you, I haven't seen Captain America and the Winter Soldier, but I did see Civil War. But and I don't know, I think I saw the first Captain America, but a long time ago, but I honestly genuinely don't really remember it that much. But I don't know. For me personally, I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier more than I liked Loki, and I love Thor, dude. Like I'm a big Thor fan, especially this the most recent one, and the new one that's coming out. I'm really excited to see. But I don't know. Like I think the Falcon and the Winter Soldier one had just like a different vibe to it that was, I can't explain it, but I liked it more. And if I had to rank them, I'd probably put that one. If I was like I like all the shows. Like I like WandaVision, I like Loki, and I like Falcon and Winter Soldier. They were all really good. If I had to rank them in an order that I liked more, I'd probably say Falcon and Winter Soldier was number one, then WandaVision, then Loki. If I was forced to rank them, but they're all really good. They're all very close in goodness to me.
Yeah, it seems like Falcon and Winter Soldier had more of a drama series vibe to it. Whereas, not to say WandaVision or Loki didn't, but they were a little more playful. You know, at least with Loki, it was consistently playful from the beginning. Whereas with WandaVision, there's a moment where it turns. You're like, oh, yeah, no, this is a little more serious than we've been thinking.
Yeah.
You know? And it was great.
But that's all their movies. I think they do a really good job of carrying over that like really lighthearted, fun vibe. You know, like all their movies are very playful, but then like they do take a turn where it's like, oh shit, this is real. This shit just got real, and it kind of pulls on your heartstrings. So I think they're really good at executing that. But enough of Marvel. Back to DC. DC is like, in my opinion, they dropped the ball. That's where they don't have a plan. I feel like.
Well, that we know of.
I mean, if they did, it was
I guess we can just assume they all live in the same universe.
poorly executed.
You know, but maybe there is a bigger plan to at one point combine them, and Justice League is going to have to work with the Suicide Squad to defeat, or maybe that's already something in the comic books. I have no idea.
I think so. Probably.
Yeah, to defeat Jesus. I don't know.
No, but with DC too, man, like my issue with them too is that they just have too many actors playing the same character. Like, how many Batmans do we have right now? How many Supermans do we have right now? You know, and at least with Marvel, they're just like floating the idea of a multiverse to explain that. You know, that's why we have so many. That's why we're gonna have 3 different Spider-Mans. You know, so that's an interesting take on it, and like I'm sure with the release of Snyder Cut, like DC's kind of going to play with that too, because, you know, the Flash traveled through time. And I think even in their Flash TV show, they had
crossover.
They had a crossover with Barry Allen from the films in that one. So they're already kind of like playing with it. But again, to me, it's just like it's catch up, you know, at this point.
I would assume that there's some kind of like plan involved, because I don't think any studio would be that like loose with their rights to the characters and stuff, because I mean, clearly, like, Justice League is the most obvious example of them all coming together. We know that's likely going to be the cast from here on out until if they have a moment where, okay, there's a new Batman, you know. But with Robert Pattinson's Batman, maybe it's going to kind of be like a Joker situation where, yes, they technically are the same person, but that's not this storyline, you know. Like, if I don't know, let's say like ABC decided to do a Thor series about him growing up, excuse me, and they didn't cast Hemsworth. You know, they cast somebody else. It could be like they're the same person, but this isn't the same story, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, of course, this is all just speculation. We have no idea. Yeah, I don't think they would be that careless about it. And also just the idea that it's kind of a fresh take, if you will. And so it might intrigue more audiences, because some people might be fans of Affleck, but there's a lot more fans who are Pattinson fans, so they want to see that. Yeah.
Well, Hugo, don't give the studios too much credit, because you got to, you know, J.J. Abrams came out and was like, yeah, actually, it would have been smart if we had a plan for Star Wars.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
So it's like,
good point.
They didn't even have that trilogy planned out. They just like were writing it as it went, and it was like, dude, that's why those movies are shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say this is gonna be interesting because, like I said, this Suicide Squad, they bring in these, like, I would say not famous villains, but like characters like you. I would have someone like me who's never read the comic books. I have no idea who they would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to be explained, like, oh, this guy came in this series, blah, blah, blah. But now Marvel's bringing out the Eternals, and I have no idea who the fuck they are either. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, I want to see what they're going to do with that movie to tell me, like, oh, this is who these guys are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, I'm not a big comic nerd, and I didn't know who the Suicide Squad is.
That's what I'm saying, but they did a good job of me not even caring about that.
Yeah, like appealing to a broader audience, not just that like comic fan base.
The only thing I would say is that the Polka Dot Man, I knew from like the internet and stuff he was going to be in there, and I really thought he was going to be like the hero to change everything. He was going to get like his I guess you could say like his spot in the sun or whatever.
His redemption.
Yeah, and because I was like, oh, okay, they're making fun of him because like this is supposedly the worst, you know, villain that they could have thought of at the time. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I bet you they're gonna make him the badass in the movie. And
arguably his powers were some of the most like powerful, you know, because he could have disintegrated you with, you know, snap of a finger. And
I guess that's true. But it cut off. I was gonna say, but when I was reading about it, because I was like, well, okay, well, Polka Dot Man, and they was saying like how his polka dots were actually supposed to be like they could turn into like weapons or something. I don't know, but
right, yeah.
Like one polka dot was like a flying saucer, another polka dot was like a vehicle. I have no idea.
Well, I guess, you know, the plan was, I mean, yes, he was involved, but when you're using these high-profile actors as some of these characters, you kind of have to alter it around them. Like, there was no way they were going to kill Harley Quinn. There's no way they were going to kill Bloodsport. Same with, what's her name? Viola Davis's character.
I don't remember her
Yeah,
name.
yeah, they weren't going to kill her either, you know? So, yeah, it's just kind of like when they cast this character and they cast this guy, they thought, well, nobody really knows who this is, so we'll get rid of him. But speaking of Viola Davis's character, what do y'all feel about the comparison to like the political structure in our country that they took in the Suicide Squad? Because I mean, the big meme going around is the story villain, and then this was the actual villain. So like the story villain was the big starfish. What's it called? Starro.
Yeah.
And the actual villain was Viola Davis's character and the government. You know, because he's like, he makes a comment that he's like, I was enjoying myself living in peace and space, and they stole him. You know, they brought him down so they could run tests, and it was the American government who was behind it all. So really, none of this would have happened if they would have never been involved. So yeah, it's kind of like that. You know, even now, there's a lot of countries that deal with war because of the U.S. You know, it's our fault that they're living in war-torn countries and, you know, they're struggling for food. If the U.S. hadn't gotten involved, it might have been better. So, but yeah, I liked the comparison that they were making, because it was an interesting take on, you know, a villain figuring this out and saying like, oh shit, like I'm bad, but this is really bad. Like this is really fucked up. And you know, they have that moment where they make a choice for the better good, for the greater good, and yeah, kind of like it humbles them enough to be like, yeah, I'm a bad person, but I also know that like that's not cool. You even see a little bit of it whenever the president of the country is professing his love to Harley. And he's like, you know, we would kill any man, woman, and child who stood in our way, this and that. And that's all it took for her to kill him, was saying, you would kill children. She's like, yeah, we do some pretty bad stuff, but killing children is a big red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
A good comedic twist, too.
Yeah, for sure. He wasn't even that hot, so it's fine. That's cool. So anyway, yeah.
I was gonna say Viola Davis did have her little like her little spot where she was like, don't forget I am a pretty good actress, where she's like, stand down, where she uses that yell like in all of her movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like her as an actress.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah. In this movie, in the Suicide Squad, like, dude, I just think that's, I don't know, like that's not acting. Like, you're just puckering your lips and yelling.
I don't know, man.
Like, I know what you're talking about, and like, dude, that her performance in these movies, like the angry authority figure, like, I don't know, I don't think anything special of it.
Well, I mean,
seen it a million times before.
I mean, yeah, that's your opinion, because I do know of some actors who people think are amazing, and I'm just like, to me, that's nothing.
Oh,
yeah,
and I'm just talking about
yeah.
this role too, like this character. It's just like,
No. You said Viola Davis is a horrible actress.
no, I mean,
just kidding.
What is she in? What else is she in?
She's an Oscar winner, first of all.
She's in Fences.
What Oscar?
She won an Oscar for Fences. She was in The Help.
You know, being an Oscar winner doesn't really mean
She was
anything.
in Doubt. It was phenomenal in Doubt.
The studio paid for her to win that
She's
Oscar.
in that one that is okay, where she's like the wife of the mobster, or gangster.
American Gangster?
She was
No.
okay. Can't even name the movie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but it has that guy that got canceled.
Her performance dazzled you so well.
Liam Neeson. Is that his name?
Liam Neeson?
Neeson.
Oh, Widows.
Widows.
See, I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
It's okay.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
dumb.
Like I said, it was okay.
They yeah, unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's fine. We all, you know,
Yeah.
we all can be wrong about something. It's fine. I'm just kidding. No, yeah. I
All
mean,
right about
like
something.
I feel that way about Matthew McConaughey. I think he's extremely overrated. He's had some good moments, but
Oh wow.
like I don't love him as an actor.
yeah, he's okay. I don't love him
That's
either.
not him.
I know.
Dallas
Oh.
Buyers Club, he was good though. I liked him in that.
Dallas Buyers Club was fine. I think his piece de resistance is Interstellar.
Dude, can you use one of those?
Oh, I was looking for
This
it.
is nice wood table.
Thanks.
I was looking for it. It's right here.
Usually Oliver wipes all that up.
Usually.
Yeah.
What else was he good in? I really liked him
Lincoln
in
Lawyer.
the True Detective.
Yes, I agree.
he's
He was great in
Yeah.
True Detective. True Detective and Interstellar, I take
Oh,
out
yeah,
of the
Interstellar,
equation. I
yeah,
think
Interstellar's
Interstellar,
good.
he was fantastic.
Yeah, every dog has his day.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I'm just
Just
saying,
not Viola
okay,
Davis.
like I'll be honest, the one I've never really seen her in anything except Suicide Squad and The Help, I think, or right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she did a good job in that other movie. She's like really great
Mm-hmm.
actress. But like in her, I'm talking about her character in the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like it. I don't know. I'm like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying because it's a oh fuck, what's the term?
it's just like a generic character.
It's a like a trope.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That it's like, I without even her speaking the first line, I know exactly how she's gonna act.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know her backstory, and I can assume everything about her without having to know anything.
Exactly.
You know, and I mean, again, that's not a testament to like her as an actress, but still, I mean, that was the role she was playing in this movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was all right.
And I watched a featurette, and she was like, "Oh, I had fun playing this. Like, I get to be a badass, like I get to be the bad guy or whatever." And so, it's I get it. It's fun to just be,
Sure.
she gets to play an asshole.
She
in the
still
movie.
got that check. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I like the movie. I thought it was really good, really entertaining.
Yes.
I
Very entertaining.
highly recommend you see it. In my opinion,
Out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of 10, I'd probably give it a solid 8.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was
give it
thinking
a-
the same thing.
yeah.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10
I was
for
gonna say
sure.
7.
Ooh.
Ooh, why
I
a
hated
7?
it.
Just to be different.
Oh, okay.
You already are, Edward. You're unique.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I do like that he always casts his brother regardless of the role. Did you notice who he was in this one?
Yeah, well, I know he was the Weasel, and then he had like a little part in the jail too, right?
Yeah. I didn't realize he was the Weasel, but he always plays the CGI character, so
yeah,
it's
he's
not
the
a
Weasel.
surprise.
Yeah, he was the Weasel, who's also not dead.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The first one we thought died.
That was
that
pretty-
was so funny.
That was funny. He's like, did y'all not check to see if he could swim?
But,
Oh, dude, that's funny.
But yeah, anywho, I think that's it. You want to wrap it up?
before we wrap it up, I have something to give y'all.
Oh yeah, yes.
So, Merry Belated Christmas.
Christmas
Took
is
a very
coming.
long time to get these, but life gets in the way, and they were a custom order. So, if you please would indulge me,
Christmas is coming late and early.
you guys are now proud owners of your official Back to the Feature cups
Nice.
with our names on them.
Ooh, I
So
like
this one's
that.
mine.
Plug your friend who made those.
My friend Jessica. I think her company's name is Catalina's Creations.
Yeah,
we'll tag them.
Yeah, we'll tag them.
But yeah, so those are for y'all. Custom made. They're cute, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
thank
Yeah,
like
you very
it.
definitely we'll use these. But that's not all.
What? And there's more.
I was kind of hoping
And
there'd be
there's
some alcohol.
more.
in
We should
here.
have put these on at the beginning, but
Oh,
boom.
snap.
My
Just
name
dropped
is
the
spelled
cup.
JoeSPH.
Really?
No,
Like that doesn't even make sense.
I was like,
that's
I
how
didn't
white
know that.
people spell it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that incorrect?
No, that's
Oh,
correct.
okay. Anyway. Because I copied your name from Facebook anyway, so it was like that. But yeah, we have t-shirts
Oh,
now too. So
nice.
this one's yours.
We should shoot these out of a cannon.
Wait, let me look at this one's mine because Joseph gets a large, and we
Sweet.
got XLs.
I might have to. We're gonna do a T-shirt giveaway.
No, these are for you. So, yeah. Merry belated Christmas and Happy New Year.
You should have saved
Thank
the
you,
cups.
Hugo.
You should have said the cups were from last Christmas and the shirt was for this Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, damn it! All right, give them back. Give them
I would
back.
have said the shirts are for your birthday and the cups are for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's exactly what it is.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Hugo. That's
yeah, of
awesome.
course. So thank you, Jessica
Yes.
Catalina's Cats Creations. I think is what it's called.
Thank you. Thank
I'll
you.
look it up later. But anyway, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, man. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
appreciate
of course.
it.
Thank you
of
very
course.
much.
Please enjoy. Yeah.
Absolutely. I wish there was some liquid courage in here for me, but you know.
I'll give you some liquid
Whoa,
courage.
whoa, Edward. He doesn't know
man.
what to say.
I was like, I didn't know you watched Harry Potter. My bad.
That's liquid luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
What anything to add, Edward, before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you guys see that Brendan Fraser? He got all like sentimental because this woman was doing like an interview with him on TikTok or whatever, and she was like, "Just want you to know the entire internet is behind you, and we want you to succeed." And he was like, "Thank you," pretty much.
I love Brendan Fraser.
Succeed in what?
Oh, because he got a role on isn't it Martin Scorsese's new movie?
Yeah.
With he's like, I'm gonna be working with Leo and Rob De Niro, and and that lady was like, well, I just want you to know that the internet's behind you. We want you to succeed.
And Jesse Plimpton.
Oh, is he in that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
He lives here in Austin.
I thought he took
For real?
took Leo's role.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, you know what happened? So he took over the main character, which was supposed to be Leo. He took that role because Leo couldn't do it, and Leo's now like a side character or something.
Interesting.
Look it up. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read about it.
Well, I'm trying to think. When was the last time Leo even played a side character? Departed, maybe?
Django Unchained.
Leo in The Departed. He was the main character.
No, he wasn't.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Was he?
In The Departed. Yes, he was the 100% the main character.
He was like the main
I'm
character.
thinking of Mark Wahlberg.
No, dude, that was like a side character for
Okay,
sure.
well,
Yeah.
I guess he is. Well, okay, but okay.
I mean,
even
Django
still,
Unchained, he's a side character. Shit.
Still, Django was like 2012. But
Still.
usually he is like the main guy.
Yeah.
I should say.
But
Because I was thinking, what's eating Gilbert Grape? That's why I was like,
he
is
was
that the last time?
also kind of one of the main characters. Yeah.
That Johnny Depp's the main character.
Yes, but I mean, when I'm thinking
Leo's
like,
always top billing.
yeah, like when I'm thinking like side character, it's like fucking Flula Borg and Suicide Squad.
Okay.
He was just kind of there.
Yeah, he's there for like 2 minutes.
Anyway,
Like 2 lines, 2 minutes. Anywho, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for listening. Suicide Squad. If you check out the movie and you agree or disagree with anything, let us know. Leave it in the comments. Hugo, what do you have? What you got to say?
I want to say, as we're recording this today, some big news just dropped. Britney Spears' dad has officially resigned as her conservator, so we are that much closer to free Britney.
Nice.
And that's a really big deal, and it's really good for her.
Who's in charge of her now?
Hopefully nobody. It'll just be herself.
I will say, I did
No,
hear
somebody else is on there though. She had 2. It was her dad and somebody else.
Well, there was a lawyer firm in charge of her, I think in charge of her finances.
That's weird, dude.
And yeah, it's all kinds of fucked. If y'all haven't looked up this whole shit happening with Britney Spears, it's really bad and it's really messed up. And it kind of, unfortunately, she's just one example, because this can happen to so many people, that they deem as unfit to run their own life.
rich people.
It's kind of like that movie that came out, I Care a Lot. It's kind of like that. Like, she's becoming their conservator. Did y'all watch that?
Care a lot.
Yeah, I Care a Lot. Check it out. It's on Netflix. It came out during COVID. Miss Gone Girl, what's her name? Rosamund Pike. She runs this business where she finds people she finds elderly people who are, one, wealthy or have some kind of insurance money. And she takes full advantage of them, deems them as unfit to care for themselves. So she takes it upon herself to become their, it's not conservator. She becomes their sponsor or something like that. And what she does is she ends up working a deal with the nursing home so that they can kill them quickly. And then she just pockets all the money, the insurance money. So anyway.
Is that true story? I mean, I
don't
know it's a movie.
It's a true story, but I think
Edward,
that
look it up and
happens.
watch the fucking movie.
You don't even know what movie he's talking about.
Yeah, I do.
No,
It's on
you
Netflix.
don't. I know what movie
It's got the
is.
dwarf from fucking Game of Thrones in it,
You
right?
guys, stop fighting.
No, it's got the what's his
Yeah.
name? Peter Dinklage.
Stop
He's a little
fighting.
person.
Yeah.
Please.
See, no, I'm just defending
Stop
myself.
fighting over me. You can both have me.
Oh, well, anyways, so I was going to say about Free Britney. I did hear a good argument on this other podcast I listened to, and that this is important. The guys from Workaholics. Anyways, they were saying they're we need to start up a new one. Free Britney's dad. They're all, that bitch is crazy. They're that poor dad has to put up with Britney. Anyways, it was funny. It was meant to be funny. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying they were like it was meant to be funny.
Free Britney's dad. Why?
Do you not remember the segment at my birthday party about Britney? Why would I think that's funny, Edward?
Because I thought it was funny. I was watching it. No, because they were saying like this poor guy. He has to put up with his crazy daughter. This and that.
I kind of agree with that.
No,
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't.
what I thought.
But they were saying it as a joke. But I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, it's not a joke. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they shouldn't be joking about things like that.
Just kidding. But yeah, so Free Britney, we're very excited that that's happening. But that's my final thought.
Nice, awesome. Well, guys, thank y'all for listening, and we look forward to next week when we take you back to the future. Bye.
Bye.